Hello and welcome to the Senior Pet Life. Today, we are taking you on a journey unlike any other, a deep and emotional exploration inside the body of a senior pet from the age of 7 to 20. If you love your senior dog or cat and want to understand their life in the deepest way possible, you are in the right place. Before we begin this incredible story, please subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us share the most powerful insights and emotional truths about the beautiful lives of senior pets. Now, get ready to see the unseen, to feel the silent transformations, and honor every moment of their extraordinary lives. At the age of 7, something subtle but profound begins to happen inside a dog's or cat's body. This is a threshold where most pets begin the first steps into seniorhood, though it might not yet show on the outside. Internally, their cells start to experience a slight decline in repair efficiency. Tiny damages that once were immediately corrected by robust cellular machinery now linger just a little longer. The body still functions beautifully, but the seeds of aging are quietly being sown. Their immune systems, once a fierce army against every intruder, begin to slow their response times. Inflammation becomes more common, a whispering fire that grows imperceptibly in joints, tissues, and organs. Despite these invisible changes, pets at 7 remain vibrant. Their senses are sharp, their muscles strong, their hearts full of energy. But microscopic shifts are happening. Their mitochondrial engines, the powerhouses within each cell, begin producing energy a little less efficiently. Free radicals, the byproducts of cellular metabolism, start to accumulate faster than they can be cleaned up. This oxidative stress gently nudges the body toward gradual wear and tear. Their vision, although still keen, may experience the earliest signs of lens hardening. It is too subtle to detect with the naked eye, but internally, the elasticity of the lenses in their eyes starts to decrease. Their hearing, so attuned to the subtlest sounds, begins to lose some high-frequency perception. Yet outwardly, they continue to chase balls, climb trees, and race through life with the exuberance that masks these tiny internal revolutions. Between ages 8 and 10, these internal changes accelerate. Cartilage begins to lose some of its springiness. Joints that once absorbed shocks with effortless grace now begin to experience micro-tears and inflammation. You might start noticing a slight hesitation before a jump, a tiny limp after a long day of play, or a preference for softer surfaces. These are the external signs of an internal truth. Their bodies are aging. The liver and kidneys, those tireless organs of filtration and detoxification, begin to show the first signs of cellular fatigue. They continue their essential work, but require more energy and resources to maintain the same performance. Blood flow to certain tissues may decrease slightly, altering the distribution of oxygen and nutrients. The body prioritizes critical areas, but small compromises are made in less essential systems. Cognitive changes, although slight, also begin to brew. Neural pathways that once fired rapidly and decisively now experience tiny delays. Memory, processing speed, and spatial awareness begin to shift. Although most pets compensate beautifully through learned behavior and emotional intelligence, they lean more on their bond with you, their trusted human, drawing comfort from familiar rhythms of shared life. Around age 11 to 13, these changes become more visible. Muscle mass declines unless actively preserved through exercise and nutrition. Fat begins to redistribute. Skin may lose some elasticity, and fur may become coarser or thinner. Internally, the balance between anabolic and catabolic processes tilts more heavily toward breakdown rather than repair. Wounds heal slower. Recovery from exertion takes longer. Yet even as physical strength wanes, emotional depth soars. Senior pets at this stage often display a profound emotional maturity. They understand your routines, your moods, your habits with a depth that can feel almost telepathic. They communicate more through presence than action. A look, A sigh, a gentle leaning into your side, says more than any bark or meow ever could. The immune system continues to weaken during these years, making them more vulnerable to infections, dental disease, and chronic inflammation. Their bodies become battlegrounds of low-grade, persistent inflammation, sometimes imperceptible but wearing down resilience over time. Arthritis, periodontal disease, organ dysfunction, and cancer risks rise during this period, making regular veterinary checkups critical. The cardiovascular system also changes. Heart muscle may thicken or become less flexible. Valves can become less efficient, leading to murmurs or reduced circulation. Respiratory function declines gradually. The lungs lose elasticity and oxygen exchange becomes less efficient, meaning that stamina decreases even if willpower remains strong. If cognitive dysfunction develops, it typically begins during these years. Confusion, altered sleep-wake cycles, disorientation, and anxiety can emerge. However, these signs are not inevitable, and early interventions with diet, stimulation, and medical support can slow their progression and preserve quality of life. By ages 14 to 16, senior pets are navigating a body that demands careful management and immense compassion. They become increasingly sensitive to temperature changes. Cold weathers worsen joint stiffness, while heat can tax their already reduced cardiovascular capacity. Their skin thins further, making them more prone to bruising and skin infections. Muscle wasting becomes more pronounced without proactive physical therapy, massage, or tailored exercise routines. At this stage, appetite often fluctuates. Digestive efficiency drops, meaning nutrient absorption is compromised. Specialized senior diets become not a luxury but a necessity to provide easily digestible, highly bioavailable nutrition. Hydration needs become critical, as kidney function may decline significantly. Emotionally, they may become more attached to familiar people, places, and routines. Stability becomes their anchor. New experiences may cause anxiety rather than excitement. They seek comfort in the known, the safe, the loved, and yet their capacity for love, gratitude, and loyalty becomes even more profound. Every tail wag, every gentle purr, every slow walk beside you carries the weight of a lifetime of devotion condensed into these quiet, sacred gestures. Ages 17 to 20 represent the final and most fragile chapter of life. Very few pets reach these advanced senior years, and those who do require intensive, loving care. At this stage, the body systems function with great effort. Hearing and vision are often severely impaired or lost. Mobility is reduced to careful, cautious steps or even complete dependence. Pain management, emotional comfort, and dignity become the pillars of care. Every decision must prioritize quality of life. Appetite may wane dramatically. Sleep becomes fragmented. Cognitive dysfunction, if present, can lead to pacing, confusion, vocalization, or profound attachment behaviors. The immune system operates at minimal efficiency. Infections, dental disease, cancers, and organ failure become significant threats. Veterinary care focuses less on curative treatment and more on palliative support, ensuring comfort and peace. Emotionally, these senior souls often exude a serenity that defies physical limitation. They are content simply to exist near you, to feel your presence, to bask in the warmth of shared life. They teach us about acceptance, about unconditional love, about the quiet dignity of letting go. Their bodies may fail, but their spirits remain luminous. In their fading eyes, you see gratitude, wisdom, and love beyond measure. They have given their whole lives to you without reservation, and now they ask only for gentle hands, soft words, and the peace of knowing they are cherished until their last breath. Saying goodbye to a senior pet is one of the hardest things we ever face, but it is also an honor. It is a final act of love to walk beside them until the end, offering them safety, comfort, and peace. Their legacy lives on in every lesson they taught you, every moment you shared, every quiet bond that cannot be broken by time or distance. Thank you for loving your senior pet so deeply. Thank you for seeing them not as burdens, but as blessings. Thank you for honoring the incredible journey they have walked with you, from youthful vitality to the dignified twilight of life. If this journey touched your heart, please subscribe to the Senior Pet Life. Help us build a community that celebrates, honors, and protects the beautiful souls who walk the final miles of life at our sides. Give this video a like if you believe that senior pets deserve to be celebrated every single day. And please, share your story in the comments. Tell us about your beloved senior pet. Their story deserves to be heard, honored, and remembered